Good Thursday, family and friends. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Yes, we are still within the Christmas season. We have a couple more days to go because this year Christmas will officially end on Sundown Monday, which celebrates the baptism of the Lord. Not only do we have a very short Advent season, basically 3 weeks and half a day, Christmas is also one of the shortest seasons we can have because normally there's a whole week between the Epiphany of the Lord, which we celebrate Sunday, and the baptism of the Lord. But this year, because of the way the calendar falls and Easter and Lent, they had to shorten it. So we'll celebrate Epiphany on Sunday, and Monday we'll celebrate the baptism of the Lord and bring the Christmas season to a close. So it's still Christmas, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year. But today, Thursday, January 4th, is a very special day for us in the United States. It is the feast of St. Elizabeth Ann Bailey Seton, one of our own, who comes to us from the beginning of the 19th century. Raised in the Episcopal Church, she converted to Catholicism when she was in Italy visiting family and friends over there with her husband who was ill. She came back to the United States and began a school down in Emmitsburg for young girls, and that eventually led to the formation of the first religious community of women founded here in the United States, the Sisters of Charity. As you know, I'm very much connected to the Sisters of Charity of St. Elizabeth at Convent Station. My great aunt was a member. A cousin of mine who just died about a month ago, she was a member as well. And I also had a distant cousin who was a member of the Sisters of Charity of New York. So my family has always had a very strong and long connection to the Sisters of Charity, and as we celebrate her feast day today. I think I may have mentioned this in the past. Several years ago, when the Episcopal Church here in the United States added the Feast of St. Elizabeth Seton to their liturgical calendar, a friend of mine was the rector of St. Andrew Church, Episcopal Church in Staten Island, and he invited me to come out and be the homilist as they celebrated her feast day for the very first time. And it was a wonderful honor to be able to preach in his church, St. Andrew on Staten Island. And that church is important as well because not only is it the oldest Episcopal church in the United States, dating back well over 300 years. In fact, on the back wall of the church is the charter signed by Queen Mary of Great Britain establishing that parish. But St. Andrew's Church was the parish that Elizabeth worshipped at growing up. With her family, they lived on Staten Island. Her father was a doctor. And that's the church she worshiped in growing up in the Episcopal tradition. In fact, her parents and grandparents are buried right outside the church door in the church courtyard. And so it was truly an honor to go there and to celebrate her feast day in the church where she grew up in. But the one thing, thank heavens, the rector, a friend of mine, Father Michael Delaney, didn't tell me until after the service, because he thought I'd be a little nervous. He told me after the service that in the over 300-year history of that parish, I was the first Roman Catholic priest to stand in their pulpit and give a homily. And that's such an honor, and I still remember that today. And I've been back to that parish several times to celebrate services with Father Michael. So we celebrate her feast day today. We honor one of our own. And tomorrow, Friday, we'll also celebrate another one of our own, St. John Newman from Philadelphia. His feast day is Friday. You know, it was so wonderful to see so many people here for Christmas. It was wonderful to see the church filled on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day with so many parishioners, friends and family, and other people who just wanted to be with other people celebrating Christmas. And the services were beautiful. Our lectors did a good job. Our ushers always do a wonderful job. Our altar servers, our Eucharistic ministers, and especially our music ministry. Every time they are leading us in our sung prayer, they seem to be getting better and better. So I want to thank everyone who participated in the service, everyone who helped with the services. It was a wonderful time to see so many people coming together to celebrate Christmas. But a couple of things to getting ready now in January that we need to look ahead to. Our yearly clothing drive will take place on the weekend of January 20th and 21st, and we are accepting clothing new or gently used and clean, and we have different agencies we then donate those clothes to, particularly the Father English Center in Patterson, which has a wonderful thing there for people coming back into the workforce. Maybe you don't have money to buy nice new clothes to go to work in, they can come there and get them. So start cleaning out your closets for any clothes that you no longer wear, no longer fit you. I've already started looking through my closets to see what I can be donating this year to that clothing drive. But that'll be the weekend of January 20th and 21st. Then the following week, Saturday, January 27th, our Knights of Columbus will have, again, their pocketbook bingo. It was such a success last year, they decided to do it again. It's always a fun evening, playing bingo and winning prizes. And you'll see more about that in the bulletin and on their website. Also, a special note to our Confirmation 2 parents. Please look for an email you have received or will be receiving more coming up. There's a mandatory meeting for the parents of our students in Confirmation 2, and that'll take place on Sunday, January the 14th. So make sure you look for that email. So enjoy the rest of this week. We don't know what's going to happen with this storm that's coming Saturday into Sunday, whether it's going to be rain, whether it's going to be snow, whether it's going to be both. I'm hoping for neither, but if we have to have a choice between rain and snow, I'd rather have the rain, even though we've had so much of it lately. But enjoy these days, and we'll see you this weekend as we celebrate the Epiphany of the Lord here at Our Lady of the Valley and at Holy Cross. Thanks for listening.